everyone, it's Professor Hall, and this is the tutorial for the Start Here menu. Let's look at it together. The areas of the course that you're going to want to make sure that you log into every day include the announcements, I'll go over that in a second, the modules, and your grade center, which will show you your current status in the course. Let's look at this announcement area first. When we go over to the modules, you're going to see a module for the online writing lab, or as we call it, OWL. When you log in, whenever you see the words OWL required, you know that that is going to be an announcement that requires you to do more than just read the announcement. Now, some of these you will see and you will want to obviously see the announcement. You know I'm not going to put anything on there that you don't need to know. But as far as any kind of announcements that you need to reply to, these are the words to look for. Now let's look over here at these modules together. As you know, this is a no-cost, zero-cost course. That means that you do not need to purchase a textbook. Everything you need to study is contained within this course, and that information is contained in the modules. So we, of course, are here in the First Things First area, and there's a little reminder that you're going to want to see. And if you will honestly go through these modules in the order that I have presented them, you will find the course to be enlightening and, I hope, inspiring and a lot of fun. So this first module is the online writing lab. This is 10% of your grade, and these are the activities in order. Simply follow those in order, and you'll find tutorials along the way, and they will indicate the due dates and when you need to submit the assignments. The online writing lab is intended as a place to extend and build upon your sources and resources and enjoy the process of writing. There aren't very many discussion boards, and so we want to make sure that you use these boards. I don't know about you, but I can't stand it when there are these little chatty boards that come up, and it just seems like busy work to me. So I try to include only those discussion boards that are going to enhance your study and utilize your best resource in the course, and that is the other students in the class. This open forum is open all semester. You can go in and ask questions of people, meet people, talk with people. This one is where you will lock your topic, and of course you'll find that when you open this information. Now we have Module 1, the study documents. These will all be lit up and all be available to you. And you want to remember that I make it a policy to only include information in these study documents that you absolutely need. And so you can trust when you open these different study areas that the content is all relevant, it's all important. I don't include fluff, I don't include a lot of extra words. That needs to be studied, and of course when you study these documents, there's a time tracking device that shows me when you went into courses and when you studied, and that will be evident and when you turn in the work that you submit for grading. This is Module 2, the basic writing skills, and this contains some assignments, as you could see. And those, when you click on this, let's click on one together, shall we, just for fun? I opened up birthday babies. As you can see, there's the assignment and the objectives, the course objectives that are demonstrated when you complete this assignment. And the assignment includes some research and a short essay. There is the tutorial for the assignment where I go over that with you, and below that will always be the PDF with specific instructions. You complete the exercise just as shown, and you submit that document here. And that's the way it goes with all of the assignments. Let's go back to the module. This quiz for literary criticism is intended to help you understand different ways of evaluating and studying and analyzing literature. What we're going to do is go beyond plot summary. You and I read a book or we go to a movie and people say, well, what was the movie about? And so we tell them what the movie was about. And that's a plot summary. But going into an analysis of the film is the fun part. An analysis of the book, the poetry, or whatever medium we're studying is the fun part. So this quiz is intended as something that will help your understanding of the key concept of the course, which is critical thinking. So this quiz is not difficult, and it should not take a million hours, but it is very important. Then we have flash fiction, and there's the study document, and there's the assignment, just like always, like with the others. These are the continuations of the modules, and the due dates you will always be able to see, and you can see that on the calendar as well. And the final essay I decided to make into a creative writing assignment, and it's been very well received since I created this. What we want to do in this final assignment, and let's take a look at that together. I'm just going to click on this right here. And it's important that you open each of these tabs in order so that you are up to speed. Now, I know sometimes I get into things like this and I want to just watch the tutorial and then write the essay. I do sometimes. I get so impatient. But it's important that you understand that I have your interest in mind. I want you to succeed so much. So you just have to trust that everything in here is important and placed in order in a logical manner so that you can create the best version of the topic that you want to create. So that is the modules contained in the course, and they're all strategically placed, and if you'll follow these, I believe you will have a meaningful experience. Let's go back to the home page real quick. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the next part of these tabs that you'll be using, and that is your grades. Now, this is the grade center for the test student, and you can arrange that any way you want. Over here, this area on the right shows you the percentages of each one of those grades. Obviously, when you write the hero archetype essay, which is a huge project, that grade is going to be less weighted than a discussion board entry. Does that make sense? Okay, so at the end of the semester, you will be able to see, and you'll be able to see all through the semester, your running total, what your grade is as of that submission. Okay, I'm going to scoot out of this grade center so you can just listen to me and you won't be confused. Okay, so now I want you to just listen to me a minute. In your grade center, when you see your running grade totals, you'll see that they change and fluctuate each time that you complete an assignment. At the end of the semester, I'm going to look at that weighted grade, and it's going to change. If you have completed every single assignment in the course and tried and made an effort with all of those assignments, your weighted total will then become 3 points more. So if you had a 79% weighted total and you completed every single assignment, we're going to add 3 to that, and that makes your final grade an 82, which would be a B. Now, on the other hand, if you did not submit some assignments and you have some zeros in there, you're going to lose 3 points for each assignment you did not complete. This is why I say, and my message always is, anything is better than a 0. I place high value on students who make an effort and who try and who turn in an assignment with integrity and honesty. That means a lot to me. It always has. And so it is important to print out the calendar that you find in the course. Add that calendar to your phone if you can. Do whatever you need to do. I have cute little alerts on my phone. I don't know if your phone sends you little notifiers, but mine does, and it's fun. And so when it's time to study, it's time to get an assignment prepared, set that timer and be sure that you're ready for the assignment to turn in on the due date, because that effort is rewarded at the end of the course. Now, the most points that can be added on to a final grade are 3 points. But as we go throughout the semester, the zeros from not turning in assignment can accumulate rapidly. And so, to me, it's important, and to the school it's important, that students show a completion of course. So that's how that grade center is going to change. Now, you saw the modules, you saw the tabs in the course where you will be finding access to information. You saw the other tabs that indicate places you can go to get help, all of which is free through the school. Let's look over at that again. We're almost through with this tutorial. Hang in there with me for one more minute. Now we know the semesters are going to change and that the dates are going to change and the course name is going to change throughout the semesters. But these are the tabs that you're going to need. This 3C media isn't necessary because we do not have a textbook. Everything's contained within those modules that you need to study. One of your best friends here is the MVC library. These people are wonderful, and they are there to help and provide you with resources, and that's a wonderful option to explore. So I think that just about wraps up this tutorial that shows you the introduction to the course and a tour of the modules contained in the class. Remember, anything is better than a 0. Effort is always rewarded in my classes. Thanks and have a great semester.